Hey pretty peas, look what finally came. My filter pads for my pond, which means that I get to do a little bit of pond maintenance again today. We're gonna take apart my filter again, replace the pads in it. We're gonna drain out all of this water into my garden. It's actually been 2 weeks now since I did the algae treatment, which is great because this pond looks fantastic. The water's still really clear. You can see that there is a little bit of algae starting to build up again, but we'll go ahead and scrub that off, and with a change of those pads and the new filter, we'll go ahead and do another algae treatment, and it should look pristine here in a minute. All we need to do now is work out this hose that has more kinks than Joe Biden. As you can see, it's been really hot, so the water level has... What the... Is that a wing? What have you guys been doing? I bet it was that one.
Emotional damage.
All right, so I just unplugged the pump, and now... Oh my God, I thought that was a lizard. It's just a leaf. Ugh. Okay. Do not get in. All right. I'll pick up this here pump. There we go. Unscrew that. I sped this part up because it was a lot of just me grunting and trying to get this hose attachment on, but once I got it on, I had to pick a couple of pieces out of the pump, dropped it back into the water, and I stirred some things up in the pond, brushing up all of that algae so that the pump would just clean it all up and put it out into my garden. Okay, now I'm going to take all of the rocks out of here. All right, let's see how well these pads did. Pretty good for 2 weeks, even though they were already shot. So, but you can see just how absolutely paper thin these are. I mean, you can see my finger through it. So they were really just holding on by a thread, but they did the job that they needed to do. So this just holds those bottom layers down. And then this is my thicker one, you can see. So you can see how all the layers go on there. This catches quite a bit of the initial yuck, as well as these bio balls. So we're gonna clean all this out and start afresh. These are the most amazing things for a pond. I'm telling you, they catch so much. They really keep the algae and everything else down. So when I clean out my filter pads, I'll take these blocks and set them right here in these rocks. And then I will put this over them, kind of in 3 little things. And that way I can lay my filters over this, keep them up off the ground, but spray everything through. All right, watch this magic happen. So I am just doing this using the high pressure function on my hose, which would be the jet function, and it works great. It's not a pressure washer or anything special. So I just went to Move Base to clean it out and rinse it, and look who I found, just chilling underneath. That's a big old toad. Just look at the size of this mother croaker. My goodness. After a couple of unsolicited boops to the toad, I left him alone and we moved on to our next project. Okay, so my setup for this is, you can see I got this out from this corner, have it over here next to my hose. And I have a basket set up so that as I clean these out, all of this will just kind of flow out, and if any of these float up out, it should be caught by the basket. That's the theory. Now look at this. This could have all been in my pond. Disgusting. Look at all those worms. All right, guys. I'm gonna set my laser from stun to kill. Okay, I temporarily dumped them into here so that I can get all of this sludge because it's just so built up at the bottom. So I'm gonna dump this out and rinse it. I'm not gonna get it on camera because one, it's boring, and two, I only have 2 hands. So see you guys in a second. She's clean. Now to you. We're gonna do our best to just clean these bitches up as best we can. Oops. All right, so we've got them cleaned up. I mean, there's still a little bit of hay and stuff in there, but that's not gonna really affect much. So now that we have these clean, I'm gonna get this filter back over here and set in its little place. And then after we get this all cleaned out, we'll spray it out, we'll refill it, and then I will put another algae treatment in there and we should be good to go. All right, so working backwards, I am going to put these over the bio balls and the hose, making sure that I cover everything that I can. We'll back this up into the corner. Everything fits nicely. Okay, then I will take this and we're gonna put this over this, and this is just kind of hold these pieces in place while still allowing for water to come up and get filtered in the center and everything. So these pads just come in a roll, and what I'm gonna do is just kind of stretch it out like this and cut how I need it. So we'll cut one for the center like this, and then after I have that, I'll cut a couple more to go this way. Okay, she is fitted.
So what I'm doing now is just pumping out all of that pond water into my garden so it doesn't go to waste.
Okay, the pond is completely emptied out. However, it is getting pretty dark outside. So I am refilling it with both the salted fresh water from our RO system and just regular water straight out of our well that has not been treated at all. I always do half and half, and then once this fills up maybe just a little bit more, I'll go ahead and just pour some of that algicide in there and we should be good to go. I will show you what this all looks like in the morning once it's light and filled and looking nice and you can actually see it. So now it's the next day and I can show you what my pond looks like now that everything is full and the algae treatment has had time to kind of take effect. And here she is. As you can see, my fish are quite happy. All of the algae is gone. If you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe for more content. I knew it!